Ramchand, welcome to the Leanpub launch video for Under the Hood. Build every layer of a large language model from scratch. I was wondering if you could take a moment to talk to all of us a little bit about yourself and who you are and what you do and what this book is about and who it's for.
Sure, sounds good. Yeah, I'm a senior program manager at Procore Technologies. It's a construction software company. I've spent about 17 years in program management, project management across public sector, and I've worked in big companies and startups. So I've seen like the breadth of IT companies and program and project management. In my own time, I run an applied AI research studio called Murai Labs. So the two halves of my life feed each other. The program management rigor shapes how we do AI research, and then the research keeps me honest about what's real versus what's hype in the whole AI field right now. So I like to say the goal is to make AI boring, dependable, inspectable, production worthy. And so while I was working on that, Under the Hood came directly out of that work. It's basically the field notes. And so it's basically what I was doing was mid last year, I wanted to get into um, AI and I wanted to understand the language models. And so I'm 40 years old, and I know it's like a late stage thing to get into AI, and everyone is confused about can we master this? Can we get under the systems and be good at it, good enough to be hired? Right. And so that's when I started building this sort of like a notebook where I work on something, I build it, and then I break it and I measure it. So that kind of got me into the habit of doing these projects, and that eventually led to the book. It's a compilation of 35 such projects.
Thank you very much for sharing that. It's a really amazing book. One of the things, I mean, I've seen a lot of Leanpub books over the years, and the one where a person learned something themselves kind of the hard way, but
Right.
was diligent enough during the time to keep notes. And like I know how hard that work is to do that and then to sort of put it into book form. And this book is just a really excellent example of that. And one of the things I love about it is that you know it works. You know you're going to learn from it because the author did.
Yeah.
And just one of the really cool things that I actually haven't seen before in a book is your you all of the chapters have the same kind of structure and follow the same kind of notional
Right.
path.
Yeah.
And there's a break section in there
Yeah.
where you give and you tell someone how to break it and what they're going to see. And so can you tell me how you do you remember how you came across that concept as a way of learning that you should come up with a specific way of breaking something that you've built and then understand why it then behaves the way it does?
It's going to be funny because so basically when my I have a 4-year-old daughter, and so she went through the terrible twos, and how she got over that whenever she like accidentally breaks her own toys. We kind of explained to her how it broke, what are break and snap toys, what are just toys that break. But then when I started doing this, I also realized that I don't have the time to study multiple books and understand everything end to end. So I had to come up with a hands-on approach. And when I started doing these experiments or whatnot, what I found that was happening was if it's with AI, it's very easy. Especially with coding agents like Claude and Chat GPTs, things will go on smoothly, and you will never know that whether there is a problem or not. So I found out that the key to understanding AI as it is right now and all these language models is we need to be able to know what is happening silently and what breaks. And so like when I was training a model, for example, I did a full pre-training run. The training loss was going down, the curves were looking good. The kind of thing you'd be tempted to say, like, "Hey, yes, we declare victory and move on." But when I had a held out evaluation running, that's when like I found out that the model actually peaked incredibly early, like around 5% into the run, and then from there on, it was just showing me kind of similar results, and it stayed there throughout the run. So these kind of things, and I mentioned that in the book as well. So these kind of experiments can cost like millions of dollars if you're a large scale AI lab, right? And I don't have that much money, so I got into the project, habit of making sure I understand how to break it. That's how I ended up with that model.
That's a really great story. I love that the connection between your daughter and then be trying to replicate what big companies can do with millions of dollars, but doing it conceptually yourself. There's a lot more we could talk about this book, but the sort of point of these launch videos is to
Mhm.
be brief and give people a taste of what they're going to get. The book
Yeah.
is over 700 pages long, so if you and there's many examples of exactly what Ramchand was just describing. Sort of going through a process, breaking it in order to understand it. It's a really great idea. It's a really great book. It's under the hood, build every layer of a large language model from scratch. So thank you very much, Ramchand, for taking the time
Thank
to do
you.
this launch video and for using Leanpub as the platform.
Thank you. Thank you so much, man.